Hi everyone, welcome back and thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to take you through this look which is themed Anti-Valentine's Day. And while that may sound like something negative, it's not necessarily. It's more so about focusing on self-love, self-care, and self-indulgence. Really using Valentine's Day as a way to celebrate the love you have for your own self instead of being shifted toward the traditional romantic love. So if this seems like something you're interested in and want to learn a little bit more about my thoughts behind the project, stay tuned. For this project, I used Decomex red balloons. I think I'm saying it right, Decomex. Essentially, most brands of red balloons were sold out, so this one wasn't. I wanted to give it a try and see how it worked out. Overall, I think it was pretty good. The quality was okay. The necks were very stretchy. The only thing I didn't like is the red looked a little bit pink once fully inflated. I didn't like that. Used some black eucalyptus, artificial flowers, that black heart mylar balloon you saw, and brand new Gridwall that I just ordered from Amazon, which I will link below. These are actually two grid walls that you can put together or use separately so you can have more the smaller singular look. One thing about these grid walls are they're pretty versatile. You can use them to hold other backdrops, kind of like a stand, and you can also use them to store your balloon items in your storage facility. You just attach like little hooks and you can put all of your things on there when you're not using it. So I thought it was pretty cool. I think I'll do a full tutorial video of how to put it together. Even though it's pretty straightforward, it might be helpful to some people. Once I had my grid wall set up and ready to go, it was time to attach my garland base, consisting of quads of 12-inch. I tied them to the grid wall with the necks of the balloon, as you can see in that close-up shot. That made it really simple and no extra materials needed. Another method to attach clusters are to use these rubber bands. Take the rubber band, loop it around the balloon, loop it around the grid wall, and then back around the balloon. Really easy way to attach these clusters to the grid wall. From there, I just added more clusters in where I saw fit. The good thing is when you're doing something for yourself, you can kind of just play around and have that creative freedom, that flexibility, and that's what I did. I knew I wanted one side to be red and one side to be black, but I didn't start understanding what shape I was looking for until I put them up and then took that step back, looked and assessed, and decided what I liked and what I didn't like. One thing I didn't like, though, I will tell you, is the balloons I used were a little bit faded, as you can see. I did leave them again in my front room in front of the sun, and they had that kind of mattified look on some of them. It was really frustrating to me. Added the 5-inch fillers to fill in any gaps, and then I added these black heart mylar balloons. They're just strung together on a piece of balloon string, just like layered on top of each other, and then I took the string and tied it around the back of the grid wall. It just kind of hung down like that. Did these 5-inch mini clusters for the black just to create a little bit more texture, and added in the spikes of the starburst balloons. And here I'm just putting in my black eucalyptus. I love the idea of these black flowers, and I love eucalyptus leaves in general, so I just thought it looked really nice together. So lastly, I just tied this LED heart sign using some clear fishing line and just cut off the excess right there. I have my son with me helping me out as always. And I strung the cord for the LED light just behind the wall, used this little thing to attach it to the wall so it didn't hang down, and interwove it between the balloons to hide it so you don't see the cord hanging down in the front. And here I added my little teddy bear friend to represent that person who's celebrating Valentine's Day for themselves. Self-love, self-appreciation, self-indulgence, and that's really the focus of this theme. So this is the final look. I like how it came together. On the left, I have the red with the balloon that represents all of the love we have from within, the love we should be having for ourselves, while the black on the right side represents some of those distractions that we have in our life, things that sometimes take our focus away from loving ourselves, and that can be interpreted in many different ways, however you would like to interpret it, but that's the way I saw it. But in the middle of it all, there's love, and it's kind of like where the sign comes in. So I do hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I would love to hear what you think about it. Feel free to leave a comment below, like and subscribe.